Boom bitch, welcome back guys. You're here with RJ on channel Arkansas, and my god, it's been a long time. Well, I say that, it's been a few months, I think. Yeah, I'm here with my first, I think, official update video, proper update video for my channel since I started it as a public kind of thing. It's totally unscripted bullshit. I know the things I need to go through to update everybody, but it's unscripted, so it's going to be like a mess. But hey, that's the way we like my channel here. I don't want to be some sort of pre-ready kind of robot. But I've got listed on my computer the things that I do need to go through. I made like a small list for myself so that I don't forget the important things. Firstly, it's only a little minor thing that doesn't matter, but the quality of this video, the visual quality, is not going to be 1080p, I don't think. It might be. I'm using the same camera that I use for game recording, which is a 1080p HD cam. But the software I'm using is different to Bandicam, because in using Bandicam I can't seem to record just the webcam. It has to be the webcam and the something else. I didn't want to do an update video where there's a tiny me in the corner and then the rest of the screen's like my desktop background. I mean, what's the point in that? It's an update video, you don't need to see my desktop background or anything. So yeah, I'm using something called CameraSoft webcam capture. I think it came with the webcam, I'm not entirely sure actually. It might have done, it might not have done. But I'm using that for this video, which is why it's not 1080p quality. Although it might be, as I say, when it comes to watching a video, but I don't know at the moment because I'm not watching it back and recording. So there's that out of the way. Absence, why have I been absent? I mean, the last video I put up was Doom Part 8, which went up just over a month ago. Which doesn't seem too long, a month. I mean, it is and it isn't. But then it is, because although that went up just over a month ago, I actually recorded that before Christmas. It might have even been before December, I'm not too sure on that. But it was definitely before Christmas, so I've not actually done any recording since then until now. And we're now on the 22nd of February. So, if that, yeah, it's been, well, over 2 months if that is the case. So absence, as you know, if you've watched through some of my older videos, you'll know that I had a lot going on. I was working, had college going on at the same time, so that, you know, they kind of intercepted each other for time. I've also been decorating my entire home, as you can tell, new wallpaper and all that sort of crap. Yeah, I've been decorating everything, and because of that my place has been a mess. Everything's been upside down. I've not had the space or the means of having all my equipment set up to actually record for you guys, so there's that being the main reason. My main room that I use for recording or do the recording in is pretty much finished now, more or less, which is why I've been able to bring you an update video now. And the good news being, from now, I'm gonna be cracking back into YouTube and bringing out regular content again like I used to, but it's gonna be even more regular, because college is now over for me. Work is only minor hours at the moment, so I've got a lot more time on my hands, and because of that I'm able to crack on with YouTube. I've got myself set up again and I'm ready to go, and I've been missing it, to be honest. So this tea absolutely needs it. So yeah, there's that. Just looking through my little list. I mean, there's loads of things I need to go through. I'm just thinking what I should go through next, or it doesn't really matter. Yeah, regards to my channel, the upload days, I'm aware that when I updated my entire channel, put a new cover up and all this, I stated it as uploads for, I think, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, or it was 3 days of the week. I can't remember which days, but I stated it for 3 days of the week. At the time, and especially being the time when I had everything going on at the same time as well, it wasn't the best idea to do that. I didn't realise how difficult it would actually be to keep up with 3 days a week. I mean, I know that doesn't sound like a lot, from your side of the view, if you don't run a YouTube channel, you'll probably think of it as, well, all you've got to do is record half an hour's worth of game and upload it. How hard can it be for 1 day, 3 days a week? It's actually bloody hard, because what you forget is that you've got the time it takes to record that, even if it's half hour's worth of footage. That's half hour's worth of gameplay you've got to record. That's if there's no audio issues, no video issues, you don't lose the data, if the game crashes and you've got to there's so many factors to it, but that's just recording the gameplay. You've then got the editing stages after. If you do it like I do and you record audio on a separate channel altogether to the gameplay and stuff, you've got to mix those and overlap them and get them in the right place, and you've got to edit it all down. And if you do an intro and outro video like I do on most videos, you've got to put all those together from scratch, and then you've got the upload time. It takes a lot of time. It really does. It really does. It can easily take over 3 hours for one half an hour video, unless I'm doing it completely fucking wrong. I don't know, but it quite a lot of time. It's taken me a long time to do even just such a short video. But that's the way it is. So what I'm going to be doing is changing that and updating my YouTube banner, as so to speak, I guess. And it's going to be focused on 1 day a week specifically. I don't know if it'll be a weekday or a Saturday. It'll probably be a Saturday, because most people are off work and off college and off school and whatever. So the weekend's a good time to sit back and relax and watch some videos. So I'll probably do it for a Saturday, and that will be every Saturday, and there will be videos out on the Saturday without fail, regardless. Every single Saturday. It might be one video, it might be two, I don't know. I might look at maybe doing a weekday as well, so say a Saturday and a Wednesday, because then that's a good space in between those days as well to get some recording and editing done. I won't promise that, just in case something changes, I can't do it or whatever, but I will promise the Saturday at least. But I will push for 2 days, but there's no guarantees for that one. So that's that out of the way. As I said, this is unscripted bullshit. You're going to be sat there watching an amateur or something, but nah, it's all good. Right, what's the next thing I should go into? I'm bringing a new series to my channel. I don't know when, because it's currently in the writing process. It's currently in the works. I've got a friend of mine who's doing some co-writing for it as well, because he was a media student and that, so he's kind of more onto the scene in that aspect than what I am. I can't tell you too much about it, especially when it's coming, because as I just said, I don't know. It's going to be called Today's Program. It's going to be different to the other stuff I'm doing. It's not gaming playthroughs. It's not me playing guitar, music stuff, anything like that. It's going to be aimed at a more humorous kind of. It's going to be good. Hopefully, it's going to be good. The setting is going to be a kind of newsroom theme, update style. Series is going to be probably 6 episodes per series, and then depending how writing goes and how well it's received, if at all, will depend on that. But it's going to be just random nonsense humour for the sake of it. It's hard to explain, and obviously it's still in the works, so I can't give too much away or whatnot. But by the looks of it at the moment and what we've got written so far, it's going to be pretty funny, hopefully. But my opinion is going to be completely different to everybody else's, so who's to say? That's that out the way. That's that out the way. That's that out the way. So this video is going to end up being like fucking an hour long or something ridiculous. I'm already into like nearly 10 minutes, jeez. And here's me thinking it was a quick update video. Right, next thing. Patron. I have now started and linked a Patron account to my YouTube, which is there's the little P thing in the top right of my homepage where the Facebook and Twitter and all that bollocks is. The reason for that, and it kind of links in with one of the next things I'm going to go into, which is the gaming content and stuff that I'm bringing to my channel at the moment. Basically, the reason for it is not to expect anything from anyone, because I'm going to be doing this regardless, as I said in my very first video I put up. But the option is there. I've seen a lot of other YouTubers and channels that I'm subscribed to myself that have a Patreon thing going on just in case, I guess, if you want to put it like that, because there's always a couple of people, and people have messaged these YouTubers purely asking if they have a Patreon or some means of fan funding or whatever you want to call it, because they feel for some reason that they need to contribute. Don't ask them why, but that seems to be the case. So I've set up a Patreon for that reason. If there's anyone at any point that feels they would like to do anything like that, then the option's there. It's not me asking you to do it, and I won't ask you to do it, but the option is then there if off your own back you decide that's something you'd like to do. If that becomes the case, it's going to be purely aimed at equipment upgrades and hardware upgrades, which is going to be the thing I'm going into now. The types of games I'm recording for my channel, I'm aware are older games, like, you know, I'm doing Doom 3, I'm doing some retro style games, Fear. I'm going to be going through the Fear series, and I've got a lot more games in mind that I'm doing and going to be bringing as well, and they are slightly older games that have been out for a while. Now, the reason for that, and this is how it links to Patreon, the reason for that is I'm using a laptop to do all my recording, all my gaming and everything on, because I don't have a PC. I don't have a gaming PC, I just don't have a PC, period. I'm using a laptop. And it's not a bad laptop, it's just not built for gaming, sadly. So that's most of the reason why I'm bringing older games, because, like, if you watched my Layers of Fear run through, I had to lower the settings quite a lot, which sucked because it just takes it out of it. But I had to do it because it was that, or that I won't be able to play it at all. I've got Mad Max on Steam waiting to play. And I tried it, I haven't recorded it or anything, but I tried it, and just to be able to play the game I had to turn every setting down to the absolute minimum. I might as well play a fucking PlayStation 1 game for you guys and start banging out PlayStation 1 games if I'm to do that, because my laptop can't handle it, and I don't want to do that. I want to be bringing decent, high quality content that you can enjoy as much as I can if I do watch it back or whatever. 1080p and the highest graphical settings and all the rest of it. But in order to do that, I need to get a proper gaming rig, and that's how it links into Patreon. If people at any point do decide they want to go along with Patreon, then that's what that will work towards. It will help me towards replacing my laptop for an actual gaming rig that can run something more than the fucking Game Boy Color, basically. And then it'll add on to hardware and, you know, camera. Not that there's anything wrong with my camera I'm using now, but it will eventually go to a camera upgrade and, you know, all the rest of it. But that's in the future. So that's the idea behind Patreon. When I am able to, I want to be bringing newer games. I mean, I plan on doing the new Doom when it comes out next month, I think, actually. March. I think it's March. But yeah, you've got the new Doom coming out. I really, really want to do that, which is why I was doing Doom 3. I'm definitely going to do it. I don't know when, because obviously my laptop won't be able to handle it. There's absolutely no way. I can get it on PlayStation 4. The only thing that stops me doing PlayStation 4 footage at the moment is lack of a HD capture card. I don't currently have one. I've seen a really, really good one for about 120 quid, which I'm looking at getting as soon as I can, hopefully in the next couple of months. But as soon as I've got that, I can start banging out PlayStation 4 games for you guys, which not only means PlayStation 4, but it means I can bring newer, up-to-date games that have just been released or that just come out to their maximum ability visually, and there'll be absolutely no issues with that. So then that will push my channel further ahead instead of focusing on all the older games and all that. But there's also another reason why I like focusing on the older games, at least for the moment, like Fear and such. What I didn't want to do is bring up my channel, start my channel, and go straight into a game that is released today, for instance, or that's coming out tomorrow, and have that as my first game on my channel. Because technically, with it being a brand new game, everybody's going to want to see it, everybody's going to tune in to watch people play it. And if they did that on my channel, they'll have that one game to watch and then nothing else, because I've got nothing else uploaded. This is why I wanted to do older games first, so I can build up a library or a collection of older games for people to watch through. And then when they do eventually come across my channel, if they enjoy it, they'll have a backlog of stuff that they can fall back on and watch if they choose to. It's not going to be a case of, oh, he's uploaded the new Doom, but he's got nothing else. How does that work? They're just going to see it and bugger straight off because they're going to be bored. What's the point? He's got one game uploaded. Why bother? So yeah, the idea of older games is to get yourself a backlog of games built up first, and then start focusing on the newer games. So then when people come across my channel, they've got a wider selection of stuff that they can watch. So that is that, and technically that covered as well. Patron we've covered. Upload day change we've covered. That's more or less it. There's yeah, Minecraft. Right. I've been playing Minecraft on the PlayStation 4 quite a lot. I've got a massive project going on at the moment. I will share it with you guys, but at the moment it's pointless, and here's why. Basically what I'm building is it's in creative mode because I wouldn't even attempt it in survival mode. I don't think anyone would. It would be fucking stupidly ridiculous to do. I'm building a full scale Star Destroyer, an Imperial Star Destroyer. And by full scale I mean this thing, I've just done the very, like the layout of it, the outer edge layout, so I know how big we're talking. I'm using internet sources, Star Wars wiki, blah 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 blah, to get the correct sizes and the looks and the design and all this, so I get it right basically. It takes up 1.5 maps. It's 1600 meter, I think 1600 meters long. And in Minecraft terms, as far as I'm aware, one block is 1 square meter. So a 1600 meter long Star Destroyer is 1,600 blocks in length. Might not sound like a lot to you guys. Go onto Minecraft and lay out manually by yourself, one block at a time, lay out 1600 blocks in a line, and then come back to me and tell me that's not big. It's fucking huge. I didn't think it was going to be as big as it is when I started laying this out, and my god. Yeah, 1.5 maps long, 1600 blocks in length. Width, I can't remember in width. It's over 1,000 blocks in width. At the very back, obviously, because the front is just a point, but the back, it goes out and then it kind of, like a triangle. Yeah, so it is absolutely enormous, and I'm not using any software that lays it all out for me. I just put in the dimensions and it does it for me. I'm doing it manually, one block at a time, hand, by myself on my own. It's a massive project, and at the minute I'm working on the back where the engines are and everything. It's not worth showing you guys because it's just laying out lines and lines and lines of blocks and building it back, and it's boring fucking shit, it really is. And I love Minecraft, but it's boring as hell. When it comes to doing the interior, then I'll start maybe recording myself doing it, because I've got several designs already planned for the interior, because I don't want everything to be the same. I've looked at other people's versions of a Star Destroyer. I've only seen one version, and it's on PC using a mod as far as I'm aware that helps you do it all. I've only seen one full-scale Star Destroyer. Correct me if I'm wrong, or link me if there is any more. I've not seen a full-scale one on PlayStation or Xbox at all. Bear in mind, this is on PlayStation 4, this isn't on PC. And I've only seen the one on PC, and as far as I'm aware, that guy used some software that helped him plan it out and all this, whereas I'm not doing that. I'm doing it by myself with no help. Also, being on PlayStation 4, I can't record it and edit it properly. I can only, if I really wanted to, I could only upload 15-minute segments at a time to YouTube from the PlayStation itself. But that's just kind of like, yeah, what's the point? When I'm doing just the outside and all that, it's really not, it will bore you to death. It's really not worth it. I fall asleep when I'm doing it half the time. But I've got layouts for the interior. I don't want everything to be the same. I don't want the, you've got the hangar bay, which is going to be absolutely huge, and then you go down a corridor, and then you go down another corridor, you go up 3 floors, and you go down another corridor, and oh look, it's exactly the same as down. No. I'm doing it so that I've got several different corridor designs, several different rooms. So everywhere you go in my Star Destroyer, it's going to be as true to a Star Destroyer as it can be, in the sense it's going to be modern, it's going to be clean looking, it's going to be futuristic looking. And I want every corridor to look different, or every few corridors to look different, every room to look different. I want it to be as it would be in real life. I want it to be different. I don't want it to be the same copy and pasted bullshit. So it's going to take a long time. So when it comes to the interior, I probably will record it. And by that time, I'll have a HD capture card anyway. So far, I'm about a quarter of the way through the very, very back of the ship. I'm working on the engine. I've got the center engine finished. I've got the edges finished. I've got the layout done. I just need to fill it all in and do the other engines and all this. And so far, there's been I'm actually clocking the hours I put into it somewhere. And so far, it's taken me over 100 hours. And I've barely scraped the thing. I've barely touched it. If you were to log into the world and look, you would see nearly nothing. You'd be like, well, what the fuck have you put the time into? But then when you get into it, it's absolutely massive. You have to see it to believe it. So it's going to take a long time. It is a big project. It's going to take me months and months to do, but it's something I want to do just because I can. Minecraft, I will be carrying on with Minecraft on the PC. I've actually very recently installed a couple of mods and a shader mod, and my god, does it make a difference. If you've never used a shader mod, get one, because I was a bit sketchy at it. I was like, well, does it really make much difference? It just adds shadows and shit. It makes a difference. It looks so much more better. It looks more realistic. It's more enjoyable. If it sounds funny, but if you get that, it makes it more fun to play, and it makes you want to play it more. It's really, really good. So I'm going to be carrying on with Minecraft as well. I very well might start a new world, because the last one that we did, it turned out shit. I fucked the whole thing up. Let's be honest, I fucked it up. And I'm not an amateur at Minecraft. I know what I'm doing. Yeah. So there's that. And one project I do want to do, and I'll do it on the PC because I've got more options with the mods. You can't mod PlayStation, obviously, so I'll be using PC for this. I want to recreate the Resident Evil Spencer Mansion, but I want to take it further than that because I know that's already been done, and we're talking interior and exterior and underground lab and everything. I want to do the Spencer Mansion with the woods, and then I want to take it further, and I want to do Raccoon City, as much of Raccoon City as you can see in Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3. The RPD, the streets, everything. I want to do the lot. And then spanning on from that, again, that's with the underground labs and all that, and then spanning on from that, I want to take it further out and do, is it Rockford Island on Code Veronica? I want to do that as well. So you've got, from the best Resident Evil games, you've got the world that you can go around. And that's another project that I am going to be starting on and doing quite soon as well, alongside the Star Destroyer. So I very well might record that, but we'll see. I think, excuse me, I think I've covered everything I need to. Covered my absence, changes to my channel. Obviously, you know that I'm going to be changing the banner. Videos will be coming Saturday and possibly Wednesday, but no promises. But definitely Saturday every single week. We're going to finish Doom 3. I'm actually going to carry on with that today once I've done this, so you'll be seeing me wear the same hat and that. We're going to finish Doom 3. We will be going and doing Fear 2 and Fear 3. I don't know when, soonish, or at least Fear 2 soonish. But not back to back, because Fear 2 and then Fear 3 straight after is going to be, well, no. I want to tell you guys, but at the same time I don't want to spoil anything. But then, with it being older games, it doesn't matter, does it? Because most of you won't even fucking watch it, to be honest. Let's be fair, if it's older games, yeah. But still, I'm going to do them anyway. So I'm doing Fear 2 and Fear 3. I'm going to be going through the Dead Space series, Dead Space 1, 2 and 3, because Dead Space is one of my favourite series. And recently it's, well, I say recently, it's still old now, but recently it's one of the best horror series in my opinion, from the older stuff like Resident Evil, Silent Hill, that, which are just, yeah, you're not going to top that shit, basically. But you've got Layers of Fear. I know you've got the smaller sort of independent games. Layers of Fear is absolutely fucking fantastic. PT, which sadly we're not going to get now, but that kind of thing. So yeah, there's going to be the Dead Space series coming. Dying Light I need to finish. Bioshock I need to finish, and I plan to go through Bioshock 2 and Infinite as well. The new Doom, as I've said, but I'm not sure, because that depends when I can get a HD capture card, pretty much, or a new computer. But let's face it, the capture card's going to come first. What else do I plan to do? There's some smaller indie games that a few people have said to do. One that RG said to do, bit something runner. I can't remember what it's called, but you'll know exactly what I've said, or what I mean. Yeah, I plan to do that. I plan to do all sorts of smaller games as well. I do plan to finish Layers of Fear. I'm just waiting to hear from Scott, because ideally I want to wait and finish it with him, because it's something that we was doing together, and I'd rather do it and finish it with him than do it by myself. That, and if I do it, bloody hair in my teeth. If I do it by myself, I'm going to have to invest in fucking heaps and stacks of adult nappies, and I just can't do it. Yeah. But as soon as I get a new rig or a capture card, then I will be bringing newer, up-to-date games. It's not going to be old stuff forever on my channel. I just don't have the ability to record new games at the moment, or at least new games that are actually playable, with decent settings that you guys can enjoy as well. Because yeah, I could probably get away with running the new Doom on my laptop. It might run, but I guarantee I'm going to have to turn everything right down, and what's the point? I want to play the game to enjoy it as much as you want to watch it to enjoy it, and I'm not going to turn everything down just for the sake of recording, because I won't enjoy it. And when I come to play the new Doom and that and record it, it's going to be the first time I play it, so you'll be seeing me enjoy it for the first time in that. So I want to enjoy it to its best, you know. I think that's it. Let's have a quick look on my list. Minecraft and all that, updates, absence, Patreon. So yeah, if you guys have stuck around this long for this video being half an hour now, Jesus, then thank you. Hopefully you feel a bit better now. You've got a bit more of an insight. You know I'm back. I never died, I never quit YouTube, I'm never going to quit YouTube, I never got fed up with it or any of this bollocks. I've just been stupidly busy and out of time and decorating and all the rest of it. I just haven't been able to do it. But yeah, I'm back now. I'm going to change a few things and then we're going to crack straight on. I'm going to start cracking back into Doom as soon as I finish this, so that'll be coming up again soon. And yeah, I think I've told you everything you need to know. So sorry it's been so long, but I had a lot to cover. If you are coming back to watch or whatever, then I hope you enjoy, man. I really, really do. Leave comments, likes, all the rest of it. If you want a request to see me do anything in particular, please do. I'm all open to that kind of thing. If you've got any, what's the word? I don't know. What else can I? If you've got any ideas or anything that might help me along with anything hardware or whatever, then please do say that as well, because that would be quite handy to know. Green screen, I've got. I just need to figure out how to use the bloody thing and how to now I've decorated, put it up behind me without nailing into my wall, because I don't fancy nailing into my wall now, just wallpaper and everything. But I've got it ready to go. I just need to get some good software. But yeah, that's everything, guys. Thank you for sticking around. If you have, I hope you feel better. Now you know what's going on. And until the next video, which is going to be Doom 3 Part 9, as always, take care of yourselves, and I will see you very soon.